The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning and God bless you. We're having a terrific Tuesday here at KNLY 91.1, The Boss, your Fusion radio station. I'm Orlando Daniels, your host for this morning. Sharing with me is Mr. Skip Scott of CMG Financial. It's an exciting time for me to actually have this gentleman on this platform and being able to share. He's one of the first people that supported my business when I first moved from Atlanta to Houston. Met him in a Kroger, gave him a card, and the rest is history. I want to allow him to not only introduce himself, but actually his business, his brand, his product, his services, all that he does. And then we're going to really get into a real conversation. Go right ahead, sir.
All right, let's do this. Hey, first, I just want to say thank you, Orlando. Yes, we did meet in the Kroger's. Good time. But been knowing this guy for 10 years, an amazing guy. My name is Skip Scott. I'm with CMG Financial. I've been in the business for over 15 years. So I do mortgages from refinances to purchases. My biggest thing is those first-time home buyers who are looking to get into their first home. I even love working with people that have grown out of their first home and they're going to their second home. My biggest clients, my biggest customers, I don't really like to call them that because I serve them, is my VA loans. I do loans for veterans. And also for those people who have, like Orlando, that got money and buying big houses, I do provide those jumbo loans.
Please don't put that out there.
I do provide those jumbo loans, self-employed loans for people who have issues with their tax returns. They really don't claim all their income. I have loans for everybody. We work with good credit, bad credit. I have partnered up with credit repair companies that can help clean up people's credit in 30 to 45 days and get them in a position to purchase a home. So I work all over the Houston area, all over Texas. I live in Spring right now. My office is in the Woodlands, Texas. CMG Financial has been in business a long time. Great customer service, great company. And my biggest thing, I just love to serve people.
Wow. Man, I've been knowing you 10 years. I didn't know you did all of that. Why is it that, it's funny because I was just in the back sharing with everybody. When I called this guy up and asked for a loan, though he's the man that makes the decision in relations to getting you the money, he's always broke when it comes to me. But then when I go to call him and see what he's doing over the weekend, man, I'm out of town. So somebody got some money somewhere. Listen, if you have yet to find someone to finance your future or your vision in relations to the next place that you're going to purchase, I encourage you to get in contact with Mr. Skip Scott. But I want to actually go over into an area that I know personally that I want to allow people to see the personhood or just the overall personality, and that what I consider the common touch when it comes to building a rapport and building a relationship. One of the things that I tell people when it comes to doing business, though it is a business, you still want to establish a relationship, some kind of rapport. And so I've known you for 10 years since I moved from Atlanta to Houston. And I've watched you transition from several careers. UFC fighter, boxer. I mean, you've done some other things outside of helping or aiding others financially, but how has the transition been? Because that was one of your primary source, and that was your love and your passion. And then just hearing you share this morning, though we talk extensively when we hang out, how is it being in this field, and how do you approach it, and how do you utilize some of those other things that you did as a career and implement it in this?
Well, and as you know, I'm country, so I am from the country. And so one of our biggest things is hard work. You can't beat hard work. So everything that I've always done, I've always worked hard at it. It always has been instilled in me to be a hard worker. Then, plus you add on to that, the country people think, you have to treat people good. You treat everyone the same, you treat everyone good, but Going into it, the question that you asked, Orlando, about going from the, I guess you say, the fight world into the finance world. Well, some of my biggest fights have been in the finance world. Some of my greatest challenges have been in the finance world. But also, I'm so thankful about the fighting side of it, because it taught me how to, approach a job as not just a job, but as life. And so you have to approach it with the mindset that I'm going to get up and I'm going to give it the best I have. And so it's kind of like, the Rocky movies, you know what I mean? You got to give it everything you got. When you show up to work, you got to do the champ is here, and you got to have a great approach about just life in general.
When I think about, fighters and some of the things that I'm learning, because, God has put me in a blessed community at Fearless Boxing Gym with James Reyna. What I've seen with this group and Mama Nancy is, one, commitment. There's some tenacity. There's just an overall love for what you do. But this morning in our focus group meeting, we talked about routine and I know repetitious, and being repetitious, or in boxing there's things that you do repetitiously. Yes. What would be your daily routine, if you don't mind me asking, your daily routine to prepare to serve your clients?
Oh, wow. Daily routine. Well, obviously, first thing I do when I wake up, I'm a faith guy, So first thing I do is I give my thanks, to God. Then after that, I do my morning workout, and then from there, I do take a little bit a breather, get ready for the day. Because what happens with my day now is, the day before, I've already pretty much prepared on how my day is going to go, even though you may have those obstacles in there. So I prepare knowing, okay, these are the clients that I'm working with, tomorrow. These are the people who I'm talking to tomorrow. And then my biggest thing that I hit on, they are trusting me with probably one of their biggest, if not the biggest purchase that they'll make in their life. So I have to give it everything I got, no matter if they get a little upset because it may take a little bit longer because, obstacles happen, government changes, laws and rules on what we can do. But the biggest thing is knowing that, hey, I'm getting them into their first home or their second home or their dream home, or getting a veteran who has served our country, getting them into a home with no money down, Wow. And so we do have those programs all the way around, no money down programs, but it also just feels good to know that this is what I'm about to do today. I'm about to serve. Because like I said, the biggest thing about being a leader or being a boss is you have to learn how to first serve. And so I have to go into that mindset every morning that I'm here to serve my clients.
When we consider, what we call career or we call jobs, I tell people, being here at the station, this is not work for me. This is just my love. And when you do what you love, it's not work. It's not a job. You have a different attitude as well as a different approach. I put out recently that your piece is tied to your purpose, and your overall passion accompanies that. And so I hear that you're zealous and passionate about what you do, whether you're from the country, Lumpkin,
yes,
whether
Lumpkin,
you're from Lumpkin, Texas, or
Helltown.
not. It just says a lot about your character, and one of the things I promote, anybody who knows me, I don't just bring you here to create a platform so that you can make money off the listeners and the followers. The whole thing about KNOY and 91.1 The Boss radio station is about the integrity of the overall station and the people that we serve, or that serves our people that are listening and following us. And then we build that relationship, we build that rapport that we can bring people on and recommend them. So with that being said, sir, I want you to just go ahead and share with them not only your Facebook, your Instagram, your phone number, how they can get in contact with you, and allow some people to reach out to you so that you can sign a check.
Yes,
get them some money.
Yes. Isn't Orlando great? Thank you, Orlando. So yes, you can reach me on my office line at any time at 832-592-2519. You can reach me on my email address at scott@cmgfi.com. And then you could also reach me on social media at Skip Scott. That's on my Twitter and my Facebook, and also on my Instagram at Skip Scott.
Man, I don't have that information. How do I follow you? Do you follow me on Facebook?
I follow you.
You do?
Yes.
Are you connected to KNLY?
I am now.
Oh, now, man, I'm glad you're connected. Listen,
Talk to me.
I encourage you to stay connected to not only KNLY, 91.1 The Boss, but follow this gentleman, Skip Scott. He has the ability to aid you, and I want to say thank you again for tuning in to today's Entrepreneur. I'm Orlando Daniels signing off. You all be blessed. Enjoy the remaining part of your day.